What is up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new video. Today I wanted to talk about the one simple movement that has absolutely saved my knees throughout all these years of running ultra marathons. Even after coming out of the military, where I was jumping out of airplanes, having a Carl Gustav just sloshing around my back and absolutely getting destroyed day after day. Adding this movement into my rotation after pretty much every single run and even on recovery days has absolutely saved my knees and pretty much bounced them back to where I feel confident on being able to charge up mountains, run down hills and not having to worry about my knees giving out on me. So just a quick disclaimer, I'm not a trainer, I'm not a physical therapist, I'm not a scientist of any sort or anything like that. This is 100% kind of like bro science or Wayne science. This is just something that really works for me. So make sure that you're actually trying this stuff out. You're finding out what works for your body, and you're going in and putting in the thought and effort to actually make sure that your body's not in pain. Just because we're runners, just because we're kind of sometimes pushing ourselves to the limit, we don't have to be in constant pain. Let this video kind of be like a jumping off point of figuring out how you can make your everyday life and everyday pain better. This may not work for you, but go down that rabbit hole and make sure that you're not doing really bad damage to your body and you're putting an effort into that. I know sometimes we kind of like tunnel vision on just running miles, and trying to get to that ultra marathon goal or marathon goal. But it's all these little things put together that makes you able to, bound up that mountain and burn down and then go fast on those straights. It's all those little things put together where we'll actually achieve our mission. So let me stop ranting because I said this was going to be a quick video. This is the one movement that I add to pretty much every single one of my runs, or after every single one of my runs, and even on my recovery days. It is a simple single leg like squat or even a dip, because I don't even go parallel or I don't even go 90 degrees. Once again, I'm not a trainer, so there's probably more effective ways that you can actually do this. What I found was the best to do these on are slant boards, and you basically stand on one leg with the slant board. You dip down probably around 45 degrees. If you can go lower, it's really based on your mobility and flexibility. You're also your muscle strength. So go down where you feel that nice tension in your knee, and you're dipping down where your knee kind of goes over your toes, and you're tapping your heel, making sure that there's pressure on your knee at all times. Very slow, and then back up. So I'll do that about 10 repetitions for each leg. And when I first started, I couldn't really do it without helping or like having like some balance support. So typically what I'll do is either have a trekking pole or I'll hold on to a wall, and I'll still do this. And I'll still do this today if I'm like really smoked or my coordination is kind of off for the day. I'll just grab a trekking pole and I'll use that as a balance support, or even like a pressure support, and just guide my knee down, dip, and up. So I'll do 10 repetitions each leg, take a break, and then I'll do 4 sets. If you don't have a slant board, you can always go to a stair, and you really just want the stair or your stairs to be at least to the point where you can get down to that 45 degree angle. Once again, this is all based on your comfort level and based on your mobility and whatever it may be. So make sure that you're not pushing yourself. Make sure that you're not like, it should never hurt. There should never be sharp pain. There should never be like overwhelming pressure. So even if you have to start with tiny little dips, just start with little tiny dips. And this isn't a process that's going to work overnight. You have to think of these goals just as you're running. It's going to be months, and it might be even, how bad your knees are. It might be even years. So take the slow progression forward and then add more and more as you can. I don't even use any weights. I usually just do my regular body weight, and it has helped me dramatically. My knees feel so much better. Just last month, I started getting sloppy because my work was going crazy and, you know, a bunch of personal things were going crazy. And my knees instantly just were sore and pain and just felt terrible. I added these back into my running, and a week later, my knees were back to normal and back to feeling right. So give it a try if you have some like small knee problems that you're working with. If you have the money, if you have the time, I strongly recommend checking out a physical therapist or a sports, you know, mobility trainer that can really help you figure out what imbalances you might have in your body. But this might be a really good stepping off point or jumping off point in that discovery on how to make your body not hurt as much. There are a bunch of other things that I try to add to the inflammation in my body. I try not to eat, you know, so much crap. I do love McDonald's. I do love candy, and I do love, you know, beer and everything like that. And I notice that I get a lot more inflammation when I eat like crap. So kind of cutting back on some of that, and then doing overall strength workouts, and then also being in zero drop shoes have really, really helped kind of my knees and my legs and all that swelling. But this one movement, even if I eat like shit, has always helped my knees dramatically. I'll leave it at that. I just wanted to give you guys a quick, simple tip that has really helped me out through the past couple of years. And if you want to give it a try, give it a try. If you guys have any other protocols or anything else that you actually have seen worked for you in the past, drop a comment, drop a like. You know, I want to see all these things. I'm trying to make my body stronger and stronger and trying to make it as bulletproof as possible. So then I don't have to take those week or 2 weeks off of, you know, tendonitis or swelling or whatever it may be. But other than that, we are getting close to our next ultra marathon. So make sure that you're getting out there, chipping away, becoming an average savage. Make sure that you're not just living in pain to live in pain. Be smart about it, adapt to your body, make yourself stronger, chip away, become an average savage. Let's go and let's get it.